don't really give out prizes for the things that really matter, like eating too much, sleeping too much, not moving too much. They don't give awards regarding that. Hello everyone, welcome to Nareen's Life with MS. This is Nareen and it's time for your Sunday check-in. And honestly, I don't have anything to share from today considering that I pretty much spent majority of it just sleeping. So no, not really enough about that. But considering that that a new week is starting tomorrow, just wanted to talk about certain things that are going to be happening very soon, I could say. So one thing is, tomorrow I do have an appointment with my with a doctor, a new doctor, just to discuss certain details, especially dealing with um, the pain in my knee. Hopefully, getting a few more answers regarding what I can do with my spasticity, which I think has been a little bit on the uptrend, and maybe even seeing what other aids I can get, along with finding ways to improve certain certain things that are currently existing, like um, my oscillopsia. So hopefully I do get some answers tomorrow in regards to that. But of course, one of the more interesting things will be just to get a secondary opinion on what I'm doing correct, what maybe I need to improve, and definitely how to think more positively. um, I know I try to do that, but thinking about all the times that I've pretty much used this YouTube channel as sort of a venting corner. I think and there is definitely a lot less positivity that actually gets shown here. But hopefully, there are some lessons that I learn tomorrow. There are certain things that I learn tomorrow, and hopefully there are certain answers that can come to me as a result of going to the neurologist tomorrow. So I will keep you updated on all of those details, making sure that you are aware of anything that does end up happening. I do know that the hospital I will be going to tomorrow is actually the hospital that where I connected with the neurologist who pretty much referred me to my current MS specialist. So there definitely is quite a bit of name value attached to this hospital. So I hope that there are definitely new things that I will learn, definitely a new things that I can put into practice, and uh, you know definitely new things that I can try doing. um, but with that said, just wanted to share a little update with how this is going. So my EMS machine is still doing pretty well. I still do about 2 sessions a day. So I did one today morning and one in the evening. But one thing that I do tend to notice is that even though I try very hard to keep both my legs very straight. My left leg does tend to sort of tilt on the side, especially when there is a little less electrical stimulation happening on it. So hopefully I do get to improve that. I think one thing that is happening is, I don't normally have a tendency to keep my knees together that often. And considering that, this uh, this entire machine requires my legs to be pretty much right next to each other, it is a little difficult to keep them there for a very long time. So that was also another thing that I did want to discuss, that that is a little bit of a lesson for me to pretty much keep them in place for about 20 minutes. And you know it definitely does put quite a bit of pressure on my inner thighs, I guess. When I keep my knees so close together, when I keep my feet so close together, um, because it is very easy to keep my feet together but keep my knees apart. But the issue then becomes that my left foot tends to have an easier time to just angle, right, go sideways. So that is one thing that I will still try to do. But I am seeing small, I'd say, benefits to using this on a daily basis. It is maybe just a little bit easier to walk, especially after I use this. So I definitely want to try new things with it. So that will be something that I will aim to do over the course of the next few weeks or months. But of course, with all of that said, that was pretty much what my Sunday consisted of. Um, Getting ready to meet a new doctor. It's always a little scary meeting new medical professionals. Part of it because you don't know how they will judge you, and the hard part is to try to it's almost like you're going to a job interview. Even though that is the only thing that you're really aiming to do is to hit all the correct notes in terms of what you want to discuss, and what are certain issues that this new doctor can help you out with. So it definitely is something interesting. But of course, apart from that, it is just continuously using this um, EMS, this EMS machine as much as possible, so that I can reap the benefits of it. Because it definitely has certain benefits. So talked to a friend, found out that these things are actually available in um, actual physiotherapy clinics. And you know people do tend to use systems like this, um, especially before they go on some physiotherapy or physical therapy exercises that are more focused on functionality, functional training, helping them walk, for example, helping them stand. um, I definitely know I need help in both of those things. So there definitely is quite a bit of importance that people, professionals, are putting on the CMS system. So hopefully I do end up seeing tangible results because of using this system. Now, of course, I don't think it is going to go as far as, um, you know, getting my walk to be completely normal, at least in the very near future. But I hope that, that is something that, I can at least make some headway into recovering over the course of the next few months. So, of course, with that said, this is Narene's Life with MS. I am Narene, and I hope that your weekend went very well. You got all the rest that you deserved. I definitely know that I did get quite a bit of rest. Now, the question is whether I need more of it or less of it. But of course, since I have nothing else to say, just want to wish you a happy week going forward. And of course, a good night, sweet dreams, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.